Russia, many years ago at this point, around 2014 and 2015, actually even before that, set up what was called the Internet Research Agency in St. Petersburg, Russia. And this IRA, the Internet Research Agency, had many different departments, including a Ukraine department, an America department, that employed English-speaking young people who are making about $1,000 a month, which is quite good money in Russia, especially for somebody who's just out of college. And their job was to go and disrupt the online conversation in the specific areas that they were meant to target. So in Ukraine, that looked like calling the new Ukrainian government post-2014 a fascist government or a neo-Nazi government, saying that they weren't achieving their good governance goals, saying that they were corrupt on message boards, in comment sections, things like this. In the United States, that looked a little different. It looked like the creation of fake accounts on Facebook and Twitter that infiltrated the conversation about the US election in 2016. And these fake accounts gained a lot of traction. They were quoted by mainstream media outlets. They were organizing protests that brought real Americans to the streets, and in some cases even pitted them against one another. So they really did have an effect on the discourse in both of those examples that I gave you. And it was all based on a lie, frankly. It was based on the idea that you can impersonate anybody on social media and that there aren't many checks in place from social media companies, from mainstream media outlets, from unwitting Americans or Ukrainians who just take it as fact that the person behind their avatar that they're speaking to is indeed a real person. And since 2016, we've seen more identity checks and more checks on what the social media platforms call inauthentic behavior on social media, but it's not necessarily enough. It's very easy to create a fake account and much more difficult to root out all of those fake accounts that actors like Russia might be using in their troll farms.